Hey guys, and we are back. This is TheGIRzilla, and we're getting on with some more Civilization. And so where we left it last time, we've been expanding quite nicely. Now that we got this city in our third episode, we've got a wonder which is about to go boom. Okay, they want to do their thing first, and then we'll go boom. Oh, come on! Wait for it! Boom! Alright, so 100 gold each time a great person is expended. And each source of marble or stone, and we've got 2 of those, worked by the city, will give us 2 extra gold, which is sweet. So that's going to help. There we go. So we went from 6 to 8, which is quite nice. Ooh, they're pushing along, these mofos. Alright, so we've got a few things we could do here. Barracks. We want to get our army on. Basically, yeah, Spain are looking pretty dangerous. I don't trust that situation, so Weezer's going to try and Weezer's going to try and get our army happening. Because, like I said, in the tougher difficulty, they tend to be the computer players tend to be quite the aggressor. And right now we're pretty feeble, no walls, not much of an army. That place is pretty well defended, a bit better defended being on a hill, but this place not so much. But it's further away, so. Alright, you can finish that off. Yeah, I think we are going to build on here. Not the most ideal spot, but yeah, it's about the best we can do. Alright, that's happening. We got all this cranking. You guys don't have much production. Alright, I think we're going to build over here. We'll get a mine happening on here to see if we can boost this up. As much as I want to get a settler happening, I don't know. We might have to hold off a little bit longer, because I am just worried about, yeah, the army situation. Up you guys go. The growth rate is pretty good of these cities so far, though. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty stoked. Ah, stop spawning things, you bastards. Feels like I'm never going to kill these. Like, I mean, I could dart this guy over there, but I'm just, you know. No, actually. Yeah, I could probably afford to. It's probably not too bad. Just a bit worried. If an attack comes from somewhere else, at least these guys can dart pretty quickly. Cover this side. I don't want to commit. I don't always like to commit too much of my army into one spot. You know, leaving yourself open to be flanked or whatever, or something like that. Build me a mine. Yeah, we're going to build these cities actually. We're going to use these last two happinesses. So let's see, here we go. And that's not going to quite kill him. But you are. So you didn't get flanked from that way, but these mofos decided to be a bit cheeky. Awesome. And you can build us a farm. I think I want to get these tiles so we can get some lumber. Even these ones. Yeah, that's right. Let's do stuff over here first. We'll get this area developed. That's actually that's probably a reasonable point of something that I try to do. I mean, if I'm building a wonder, I'll chop down forest, because chopping down a forest will give you production. But I try not to alter the lands, like the you know, untouched or the original landscape. So if we've got all this forest here, I'll try to avoid using it or chopping it down if I can, because they can be like, I mean, especially in this first ring, I don't mind having open area. In the second ring, I don't mind having it because I would, for defense, I'd pop my army in these areas, particularly things like bowmen, because if you've got a bowman in your city, his reach is going to be to these tiles pretty much, and then if you put your next level of guys in here, you know, so it sort of expands out in like circles, so you've got pretty good coverage. So, you know, they're going to be able to reach there, they're going to be able to reach to the next one, and then, you know, you can slot guys sort of in this one that might be like probably horsemen I usually go with, because they can dart pretty quickly in between. So, you know, if you get a melee unit that's going to be able to kick the butt out of these archers, you know, you can get your horsemen to dash out and take them out. So that is something that I do actually do quite often. Just good coverage. Once I get my army on, you'll see a bit more of how I do my placements and spread those out. So, bit of a dilemma. I think on library, it's always important to keep your science going. And we have a new policy. Awesome. So each city with a garrison increases local happiness. That is very handy. And this is piety, so increases faith and culture from your empire. So as you see here, so we get extra faith. Excess happiness is converted into culture. Culture is increased by 33% if you've built a wonder, which is pretty good. Temples, more gold. And the cost of future policy is reduced. So, and this one, cost of upgrading units. Extra happiness. Alright, we're going to go this... Oh man, this is tough. No, we're going to start on the piety. So what does this give us the first time? So you can build shrines and temples in half the usual time. It's not great, but it's a start. Yeah, let's do that. Because I think pretty soon we're going to get the ability to build temples. So that'll be a start, and then we'll build from there. No, we don't want to work with you. So now you get stuff, do you? No, I don't trust you, woman. I don't trust you. You're too dangerous.
A horse.
My kingdom for a horse. Dude, you're so lame. Alright. So here we go. I think this is the one. Yeah, okay, that's where we get temples from. Catapults. We want the catapult. I'm probably going to put catapult in my city. Reason I do that, they're a bit weak if you leave them outside. And the other thing is, you'll find if you're relatively peaceful early on, you'll be able to... Actually, let's just stunt the growth of that city now. Sweet. So as you see there, okay, production can go up a huge amount, but not too bad. So I'll put something like a catapult in here, because later in the game, one of the most useful units to me is the artillery and the variations from there, because their range is pretty insane. I think from memory, so if you had your artillery here, you'd be able to shoot something out this way, maybe out there, but at least that far, and that's a pretty huge advantage, as well as being able to shoot over mountains and things like that. If you're on a hill, I'm not sure if you're not on a hill if that's possible, but yeah, they have some pretty good range. So getting one of those units early on, even if you have war or not early on, you start building up their promotions. They, by later in the game when you might need them, they can be pretty damn powerful, and an extremely good defense. I don't want to work with you. I don't trust you. So we're keeping, score-wise, we're keeping pretty level with Mr. Dragon Ball Z there. What do you want? So you're picking on people again, you bloody douche. What is wrong with you? Okay, so we've got our mine happening. I think we are going to work towards getting that city. We should be able to kill these guys pretty soon. Let's just throw these guys at them. Because if we don't, I reckon America's going to push in there pretty quickly. So I'm going to build a road. get on your way, fella. And actually, I want to send this guy down to kill him, but I'm just worried. I'm just going to send him over here to protect these guys. So many decisions. Okay. Now, gonna go library just to be on the safer side, although X production. And that'll give them a bit of an advantage. No, let's go library for now. Let's get our science on. And alrighty. So we're about to get to our limit in terms of population. Stop picking on them. Goddamn Huns. So it's all one happy family with Spain and America. Alright. So we're going to stop that growth. Oh, and that's something I didn't mention. I am sorry. Alright, so when we build those wonders, so this one here, its bonus is great merchant points. So here's our merchant points. So we've got 1. So every turn, that's going to add a point. Once we get to 100, it'll generate a great merchant that we can use in a couple of different ways. Same for the pyramids here. They're giving us 1 point for an engineer. Engineers are pretty good. Basically, what the great engineers do, you can rush a building, rush a wonder, which is probably that's the way that I primarily use them. So I mean, you might have, it might say you've got 50 turns to complete that wonder. Pop that guy on there, and you'll have it done in 1, basically, which is pretty sweet. The other thing you can do, you can use them to develop a tile. So I believe they make factories. So they're like mines, but on steroids, basically, in terms of the bonus that they give. And they look pretty cool, actually, to be honest, which is pretty cool. And then great merchants, they can be used in a few different ways. Obviously, they have something to do with money, like engineers have something to do with production. So one of the pretty handy things that you can use them for is you'd walk them over here within the borders of a city-state, get them to conduct what's called a trade mission, which gives you a buttload of money, basically, and also increases your excuse me, your relationship with them, your influence. So that little purple icon there, it's kind of like a doubleness of awesome. I don't know how to describe it, because you'll get a bonus in influence just for conducting the trade mission, and it'll give you a ton of money, which then you can use to pump into the city-state further and get them even more on your side. Usually it's a good way to get an ally pretty quickly, because you'll see here, so neutral, that'll get them to, I think, friendly, and if you get all the way, you'll get to ally. So it's a pretty damn good way to, if we did that, I would say if we had that right now, we would get straight to ally and be a fair way, have quite a few points above. So things will do out over time, but it'd be a long way until they would not be an ally of ours. And if you get your economy going, you can just keep topping it up, and they're going to stay allies for a very long time. So yeah, some pretty handy things. And with one of the cool things about Gods and Kings is with our faith, you can eventually get to the point, if you have the right policies, where once you've used your faith for spreading religion and all that sort of stuff, you can aim it towards getting great people. So there's some, this is where the faith can become very powerful. That's going to be a fair way away from where we are right now, but just a bit of a hint for you guys to see the potentials, basically, and where we're going. Where are you going? Oh yeah, we're building a road with this guy. Alright, you're going to protect, and you're going to build a road. So the reason that I'm building road on this side and like this is to keep it on this side of the river, just so if we need to defend, we don't have to cross a river, because you get a penalty. It does get negated a little bit later on. Crossing a river becomes not so bad, but wherever we can, I try and avoid it, just so we've got like quick access. So like they kill, or we have to get, maybe we have a ranged unit in there and we have to send them over here to defend or something like that. It gives us a chance to maybe rotate our units around very quickly along the roads. So always thinking ahead with this stuff. It's one of those kinds of games. Once you get into the war side of it, you know, quite a bit of strategy is needed, which is one of the best parts of this game. Alright, so we're about to kick the crap out of these and get these guys to lake us a little bit more. Ba-ba. Oh, that went straight to ally. See, so when it goes blue, that means that they're our ally. Shit, I wasn't expecting that. How? Okay, only just, so 60 of 60 is what gives us ally. See, if we had a bit more monies, we'd get, see, 95 influence for a grand. That is pretty damn good. Shit, I did not expect that. I'm happy with that. And being an ally, so you saw our happiness jumped up. So what did they have? Furs. So they've given us furs, and that's what's popped that up. We're about to lose that though, so that's kind of not good. But only because that's going to degrade. So like from the 60, and we'll lose that. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, shit. What to do? What to do? All right, we're getting the army on it. I know that it's not. I like to get my buildings happening in my cities, but yeah, we gotta get our army on so we don't get picked on. Wow, that was pretty impressive. Isabella, you bloody machine! Look at her now. Her score is starting to just skyrocket there. Alright, you can get your health on. See you later, warrior man. Ah, what? Alright, let's bombard him. Won't get the XP for our unit, but I'd rather that than take a worker. It's just, it'll be annoying to have to try and get more workers now. Or use money or whatever. I'd rather use my production on other things. So that's another thing. Protect workers with your life where you can. Ah, you bastard. They ruined it. That's alright, our worker can fix it. But yeah, I definitely try and protect my workers as much as I can, because once you've got them, you know, I tend to go with the tact of, you know, only building what I really need at the time. Hold on a second. Okie dokie, that's cool. We'll send you up there. Only building what I need to, and so once I've built my workers, my workforce, I tend to want to just, you know, move along to what's next, most important next. Ooh, what do we want to go with? So we get our temple happening, but then we might be able to get swordsman. Yeah, that sounds good. Better army. And these guys have sort of survived for a while, so we should be able to upgrade them quite nicely. So Milan is still friendly with us, the green, but that's going to degrade every turn. So yeah, 3 turns, we're down to 57. We're going to have to just let that go for a bit. We just don't have the money to keep pumping up. Isabella's #1 now. God damn, that woman. Yeah, I'm glad that we're getting our army happening. I fear that it is imminent. Her attack, that is. No. Okay. So we're going along okay. Yep, let's get this happening. Let's repair that one. So we got a lot more open terrain there actually. I might send this guy over Mia. I'm going to send you over there. Just in case we do get attacked, this is obviously going to be where the brunt of it's going to come, if it's Spain. If it's America, well, we saw we can move him in 1 turn. We'll dart him over if we have to. Our economy's going okay though. Alright, so here's our bowman. So we'll leave you. So production. Alright, let's get the catapults through in the cities. We'll get them happening. Promote unit. So this is what I was saying before, because we've got the barracks, we can give an improvement, a promotion straight away. We're going to go with rough terrain because we've got this just in case they get in our trees early on. And we'll sit you in there, Mr. General. And you can go in there. Sweet. And you guys can go there. Just looking. Coastal City might, yeah, we can probably build one there. Just so we can nab these resources. Got a couple of decent locations actually. That's good. Alright, let's keep this going. This competition at the moment, they are just building like some crazy mofos. Actually, we're going to grab this. Where are we? I want this style. And I don't think we have enough money for more. Damn it. Alright. You can go over here. We want to get a lumber mill. We just want to get some better production. I mean, we've got these. They're producing pretty well. We've got that one mine. These produce a bit, but it'd be nice to just get a little bit more. And actually, I might wrap this one up here. Yeah, we've hit around about the 20-minute mark, which has been a pretty good number so far. So not so much, big development in this one to a degree, but we're getting our foundation. Like our cities are cranking along. We've got our barracks in our cities, which means that we're going to start to form this army as a bit of like just to show we've got a bit of force to show that you're going to mess with us. We're going to be able to fight back, and even possibly deter them from messing with us. So that's another important thing. They do look at that. You occasionally get the thing where they'll say, "Oh, you're looking so puny and such. You're going to be squashed at any time." And that basically, you don't build your army. That's inviting the enemy to come in and kick your ass. Because winning that's another way to win the game. So I don't blame them. I'd probably do the same thing. So we'll keep this one going. I'll make one more. So we're doing like 3 video bursts basically. So thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll be back very soon. Get this army happening, and maybe even wage some more ourselves. Alrighty, guys. Rock on. I'll see you soon.